Welcome to Sewers and Shurikens. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Wyatt Norman. S&S is a radical 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We join our reptilian heroes in a magically altered New York, full of peril, ninjas, and pizza.
Turtles, roll call.
I'm Ralph. I play Valentino the Sea Turtle. Can't eat pizza in real life, but in this game, you bet your ass that's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, I'm Cicada. I play Harana Samosh, and you're listening to The Extent of My Social Life.
Hey there, my name is Cole, or Matisse the Bard, and I just hope I don't die this game.
Last episode, you just finished your training and met Kakar, and you're about to earn your Turtle Ninja Mutate bandana. So you were woken up in the middle of the night. It's pitch black, and he told you need to take it from him. So you don't know where he is in the room. You just heard his voice, and it was somewhere in the room.
It's another sneak up mission, eh?
Okay, I'm going to... Can I see anything at all? Can I, look around to check?
Roll perception. See if you can adjust your eyes to the almost pitch black darkness.
Wait, fuck, I don't know where my d20 is. Hang on.
It's critical.
Oh, here it is. Okay. 19.
Okay. Yeah, so the bit of light that's coming through one of the sewer grates above, it kind of shines enough that you can see a figure hidden in the dark.
Okay,
Looks hooded.
I'm gonna sort of just with my hands, I don't want to say anything out loud because I don't want to, make him move. I'm gonna point to him with my hands for the benefit of Matisse and Valentino.
Everyone else? Okay. And Valentino and Matisse, you guys roll a perception to see if you see anything, and also to see if you see Bosch's hand.
This is perception?
Yeah.
12. No, 10.
Okay. And Valentino?
I got a 16.
Okay, you got a 16, and Cole, you got a 10?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can't see the hooded figure in the dark, but you are able to see enough of Bosch's hand pointing towards something in the dark. Both of you.
Okay, I'm just gonna continue over to the figure quietly and try to see if he has the bandanas in his hand or if he's sitting on them or what.
Okay.
Stealthing big time.
Okay, so roll a stealth.
16.
Okay, so you make it up there, and you see there's a bandana around this figure's head, basically. It has a hood over the head, but under the hood there's a bandana tied.
Ooh, that's tricky.
Roll perception.
16.
Okay, and you can tell this is not Kakar.
Ooh.
This is just a dummy.
Oh, just a dummy. Okay, I'm still gonna go as sneakily as I can and try to take the bandana off. Maybe try to, untie it without taking the hood off, if possible. Basically just sneakily trying to get the bandana off.
Roll sleight of hand.
Valentino's probably gonna come up and try and watch the rear.
Dang, I only got a 7 on that sleight of hand.
7, okay. So you're able to grab it. It wasn't the most sneaky, but you pick it off, and it's like a piece of paper. So roll an insight.
13.
Yeah, so based on Kakar's bandana and seeing this paper bandana, you don't think this is what you were supposed to obtain. This was clearly a distraction for you.
Okay.
And for you, Valentino, can you roll perception?
11.
Okay. So you see something come out of the dark towards you. What do you do? It's like a projectile, being thrown at you.
Can I judge how big it is right away?
Yeah. Roll an insight.
That is a 15.
Okay. Surprisingly, it's a pizza box.
Okay.
Isn't it always a fucking pizza box?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it slap me a little bit,
Yeah, it slaps you a little bit. You got a little bit of grease on your chin.
I ain't afraid of no pizza box.
Okay. Yeah, and then for Bosch, you basically have the exact same thing happen. If you want to roll perception to see if you see where it's coming from.
12.
Okay, yeah. So you can't pinpoint exactly, but the general direction. and it's like opposite of where the pizza box that came at Valentino was from.
Okay, as weird as this may sound, I want to try to like duck under the pizza box and head in the direction of whatever threw it.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to ask for maybe a survival, because you're kind of tracking.
Ooh.
So you're using your survival instinct here.
14.
14? Okay, yeah, you're headed towards where it was. And you get there, and there's another dummy there.
Oh, weird. Can I look at the dummy? How did it launch it?
Okay, roll investigation.
No. 6.
Yeah, so it probably got up on its 2 dummy feet, and then it stopped eating the pizza, and it threw the box.
It makes sense to me right now. Sure.
Probably a robot, really.
Probably.
If you're...
Wouldn't put it past it.
If your knowledge with Ian has taught you anything.
I think it's probably a conspiracy, honestly.
Yeah, it's that it's usually robots or aliens.
Yep.
Do I have access to my cantrips?
Yeah, same kind of thing. I'll say you would still have to roll a disadvantage until you get your instrument, though.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to cast dancing lights around the room.
Oh,
Okay, and that's an Arcana with disadvantage.
Okay, well, I'm not even gonna
You
roll
really
again,
shafted
'cause,
until you get your instrument.
Yeah, this is, well, it's an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it shines for a brief second, and then it goes out. So during that brief second, you can tell that there's a couple other dummies in the room, but Kakar himself is nowhere in the room.
I'll tell you what, there's at least
That
3
you see.
dummies in the room.
Then you get smacked by a pizza box.
Can we see an exit, or is the room closed?
Okay,
is
so
there a door or
it's the
anything?
same room as you guys have, like, the elevated platform. So the only, like, rooms around is that tunnel by the poster. And then other than that, it's, like, all the water, right? If you want to roll a perception.
Okay.
While you look around.
20, unnatural.
Unnatural? Okay. So yeah, you see basically as what I described, as well as there's a couple of, like, pillars that have been like some sort of material has been stacked up in the water. So there's like a couple of pillars in the water.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the pillars and try and jump on them? Jump on one?
Okay. So you go over near the pillars, and you see there's 3 pillars. 2 closest to you, and then one that's slightly farther, like on the opposite end of them.
Okay.
So on the 2 that are facing you, it seems like it's like buildup of like garbage and all sorts of like sewage,
Pizza crust.
gross shit.
Kakar's been
Pizza crust,
keeping
you know,
busy.
Kakar's fecal matter.
Yeah.
Mozzarella for stability.
Can't say I'm not surprised.
And so there's 2 stacks, and then beyond those 2 stacks is that one bigger stack, which is where Kakar is standing. And he has like a bandana. He's got like 3 bandanas on. One is around his head, and that is a yellow one. And then he has one on his arm, which is a blue-green algae colored one. And then he has one around his waist, which is pink.
And he's on the pillars, right?
Yeah, and you see he has his eyes closed.
Okay. I have a weird attraction to the pink belt, pink bandana. I'm gonna try and go out and meet him as stealthily as I can.
Okay,
Seeing
so
that
you're
his
gonna
eyes
like
are
jump
closed.
onto one of the pillars.
Yeah. Can I give myself
Okay,
bardic inspiration? No, I'm not. You know what? Knowing my track
I don't know
record,
if you
I'm not even
can,
gonna
to
try.
be honest.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Pep
I'm gonna
talk in the
say
mirror.
try with acrobatics to hop onto there.
Oh man. Yeah, that's just a 8.
Yeah, so you're on there, but your feet are like dangling off in the water. So you'll have to pull yourself up fully.
Okay.
So I'm not doing turns because it's not like a traditional fight right now. So if anybody needs or would like to jump in, then they're welcome to.
Yeah.
Or if you want to keep doing things,
can
that's fine
I
too.
see anything that anyone else is doing?
I'm gonna get you to roll perception to see if you saw him moving.
Okay. Oh, 5.
Because he didn't clearly signify. Yeah, so you didn't see it because it's like you were so focused on the dummies
Yeah.
that you didn't see the other dummy leave.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about what I'm doing right now.
I think Valentino probably had no idea about anything else around him, but he did see the, like, dummy in front, and Valentino's probably just going to go pick up that dummy and carry it around.
Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty light. It's junk with clothing over it, kind of like the fighting dummies were. So
Yeah.
you're able to pick it up without any issue. And this one actually has a different than the paper bandana you saw before. This one has a cardboard bandana.
Mm.
You might guess what that was made from.
Is it a pizza box?
It might be.
I think it's a pizza box.
Okay, I'm moving away
Big
from
spoiler.
the dummy. I want to keep looking around the room, but I'm just going to stay low because I don't want to get hit by any flying pizza boxes. So I'm just like sort of low to the ground,
Okay.
crouching, quietly walking.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're pretty fine to do that. No pizza boxes come out. You just see like the dummies. The poster has been moved. It looks like it's been moved recently since you guys went to sleep.
Ooh, the poster's been moved.
Other than that, you hear the water smashing up against something in the water.
Okay, I'm going through the tunnel because the poster's been moved.
Okay. So you go into the tunnel, and within the tunnel, you see Kakar, and he's like sitting down on the floor, and he's got the same assortment of bandanas that I said before. The yellow one is on the head, and the blue-green one is on the, I believe I said, arm, and then the pink one is on the stomach.
I don't know why, but I'm liking that yellow one. Oh, this is going to be so hard, and I'm going to have to roll so high. But I want to pull the bandana off of his head, pull like upward, so, take it off.
Okay. Okay, so roll, I'd say roll sleight of hand, as he has his eyes closed, so you're
Oh,
stealthy enough.
18.
18? Okay, yep. You go to grab it, and it's like your hand goes right through it.
What?
So you were really surprised because you kind of like stumble forward as you try to grab it, and there's nothing there. So once you hit it, it disappears.
Whoa, geez. Is Qatar real? Like, is he still there?
No, he's gone as well.
Wow, okay. Whoa. I'm going to continue through the tunnel, but with a newfound feeling of terror, thinking Qatar, the former alien, is now a ghost.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
were
that
they ever an
checks out.
alien, not just a ghost?
Or an alien ghost.
A pizza ghost!
I continue
Okay, what does
through the
everybody
tunnel.
else do?
Valentino tries
Okay.
to find all the dummies and collect them up.
Gosh, why?
Okay, yeah. See, are you picking them all up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a bunch of dummies in your hand. You're
Great.
dummy strong, so you got them all.
Dummy strong.
Extremely dummy.
You like pick up yourself. Wait a sec.
Hang on. Wrong dummy.
What does Matisse do here?
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna try and pull myself off. I'm dangling here for
For a while
For
now,
eons.
yeah.
my feet just
Okay,
hitting the water.
Yeah, it's making loud noise. Roll athletics.
Okay, a little better. 17.
Oh yeah, you pull yourself up.
Is Kakar gone? Do I still see him?
No, he's still there. He opens his eyes. He's staring at you. You were the stealthiest.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna jump right at him. Power move.
Ooh.
I'll
Okay.
never see it coming.
During a stealth test. Love it.
What exactly are you gonna do?
I'm just literally gonna try and
Like you-
grab my bandana and like just rip it off his stomach.
As you like fall into the water, kind of thing. Like
Um,
jump near, because it's only space for one person, right?
Yeah, maybe I'd try and either like hang off his thing or maybe like try and like jump back. Quick grab and jump back.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's gonna be, I'd say, an acrobatics, and then probably an athletics to grab it. Because it is tied on.
Okay,
or a sleight of hand to grab
the
it.
acrobatics is an unnatural 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
so
then-
you jump over there pretty nicely.
Okay. And then you said acrobatics for my second one? No.
It's sleight of hand.
Athletics. Oh, sleight of hand. I might just do it. I got a 14.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you to make a dex save. Because as you're doing this, he's going to try to smack you down.
Oh, I got a unnatural 20 again.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So he rolled a 16. So you're able to do that, dodge out of the way midair, and grab the bandana. And then you're like kind of hanging off the edge of his, if you want to make another acrobatics to jump back, like you said.
Yeah, I'm going to use my little feet to kick off and try and go back to the other one.
Okay. And he's going to reach out and try to stop you, so.
Is this Dex again?
This is acrobatics.
Okay, 16.
Yeah, so he grabs you, but not soon enough. Like, he's grabbing thin air as you jump back. So you make it back with the bandana.
I was gonna say you're paying
Nice.
for the pizza tonight,
Pink
Kakar.
Isn't he always?
You never. No one ever pays.
Surprisingly for him, he like doesn't smile or laugh or say anything. He just like nods at you.
For this now, I'm obviously hearing this kerfuffle going around in the water.
At this point, both Bosch and Valentino have heard it over there.
Okay. Well, then Valentino's going to start dumping the dummies into the water and like get them caught up on those pillars.
Right,
I am
okay. I like it.
just sort of nervously looking around. I've been a little thrown. I've come to feel pretty safe in all of y'all's presence, but a ghost Kakar, I'm nervously just trying to assess the situation.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a insight. Actually, sorry, roll a history. I think that would make more sense.
Should I re-roll?
No, just use that roll and add your history bonus.
Okay, good, because I rolled high and I got 18.
Okay, yeah, so, a lot of the, like, sci-fi movies that Ian would watch had, like, a lot of holograms in it.
Yes.
So you can tell it's probably some sort of, like, hologram that was put up, which is, like, pretty intense technology, possibly even alien
Oh,
technology.
definitely
If you
alien.
had to guess.
Definitely. Okay. So the Kakar was a hologram, I'm realizing. And now I'm looking around to see if I see any real Kakar or any Kakar holograms, because I heard him speak. I just want to look over and see if that's really him or what's going on.
Yeah, so as you heard that commotion over there, you're able to kind of look around and you see the whole situation that's happening with Matisse and Kakar, where Matisse, you're basically looking just as Matisse jumped back with it.
Okay.
With the bandana.
Okay, so I did see the whole thing.
Yeah, so now you can see what's going on. Same with Valentino, who is dumping bodies into the
For
sewer.
some reason.
I just run by him and I'm terrified.
I'm just gonna ignore... I'm gonna ignore Valentino for now, because I think he might have snapped.
all the pizza guys.
Okay.
So Kakar's eyes are, like, open?
Yeah, Kakar's eyes are now open.
Okay,
So he's pretty alert.
Wait, I'm just trying to think of a way to, like, sneak. Can I shimmy up the, what did we call it? Like a post platform? Can I,
Yeah,
like, shimmy
like
up
the
underneath
pillars,
him
yeah.
and hope he doesn't look down?
Well, now I've got a little pathway of dummy bodies.
Yeah, so either you could, like, try to cross the like, somewhat stable pathway of dummy bodies, or you could, like, go underwater and come up. It's up to you.
Okay, I'm going underwater, because I feel like that's stealthiest. And also, I can hold my breath for a whole hour, so not an issue.
Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty sick. Why don't you roll athletics? I'm not going to make you roll stealthily, because I'd say you're pretty stealthy in water, because you're a turtle.
Ooh, 12?
12? Okay, yeah, so you make it over to the base of the pillar.
Okay, I'm gonna try to shimmy up it.
Up the pillar?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not that high, so I think with one successful athletics, you'd be able to pull yourself up if that's what you're looking to do. Yeah. Okay, and then he's going to roll a contesting roll to see if he can push you off, because there's not really space for two people, so either you're falling off or he is. Okay. He got a critical 20,
Ooh.
so...
Okay, I got an 18.
So he, like, looks at you with that stern alligator eye,
Oh.
and, like, you just fall off.
Okay.
Like, you know you're not allowed up there.
Yeah.
Your dad does not allow it.
After that, I think Valentina's gonna basically walk on water, except for it's walking on dummy bodies.
Okay.
And tackle Kakar.
Okay. And yeah, because you're a sea turtle, I'll say you will not have to roll to get across the water dummy bodies.
Okay.
So you get across to him, and you're gonna attack him. You said.
I'm gonna tackle him. I'm gonna try and take him off the pillar.
Okay, and with a dummy body, with just your hands, with the quarterstaff, what are you doing?
Just like a body tackle, like a football tackle off the pillar.
Now, are you gonna grapple him or just straight tackle?
My main goal is getting him off the pillar.
Okay, for sure. Okay, so just roll a opposing strength attack. And this sounds like bullshit, but he just rolled another nat 20.
Cool.
So
He's strong today.
It's not even the same dice. There's just two 20s hanging out beside each other. I'll put a new dice in there to see if I get 3 in a row.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I didn't get a natural 20, so there's not really much of a chance here, is there?
Yeah, so he dekes to the side, and you just fall off into the water behind him. So you're on one side of him. Bosch is on the front, hanging off of a pillar in the front of him. And Matisse, I assume, is back on the main platform or on one of the pillars.
I was just making my way back to the main platform, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you'll be on the main platform for sure.
So I'm still hanging off the, front of it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna, pull myself up, and I liked Valentino's idea of pushing him into the water, so I'm gonna pull myself up and just try to, shove him off.
Okay. Yeah, so roll an athletics to get up, and then do an opposing strength roll.
I got a 14 for the athletics.
Okay, so you pull yourself up.
And opposing strength, I got 11.
Okay, he only got a 4 for the opposing strength.
Oh.
So basically, you pull yourself up, but he's watching, Valentino, because he just had to sidestep that. And that's when you come up and hit him when he's kind of off balance. And so he's in the water now.
Okay,
Valentino,
I gleefully...
And you're on the top of the pillar.
gleefully yell down, Valentino, grab the bandanas!
Ha ha ha, you're stuck here with me! Yeah, Valentino is now in his element. He's gonna grit those bandanas.
Okay, so you're just gonna, I would say charge him and try to rip them off, or what?
Yeah, we're splashing in the water, right?
Yeah, so I'd say it's gonna be 2 separate rolls for each bandana, just because they're in different locations.
Okay.
So the yellow one is gonna be the most difficult, because that's on his big ol' alligator head. And then the blue-green algae one is on his arm. So that would be somewhat difficult, but not too bad. So just roll an attack roll, and I'll see if he can dex out of the way.
Okay. 18.
Okay, and which one was this for?
That'll be the one on the head.
Okay, so he got a 17, so you're able to grab it.
Cool.
So he's not going to get advantage for this roll, but because it's the easier one.
Okay, and I'll accent surge, so it'll be real quick. It'll be one and then the other. Just grab that second one. Oh, and that's a crit fail.
So you ninja speed go like that.
It could have been really cool.
You were so focused on one of your hands grabbing one that the other hand just kind of grabs at the water.
It's
so, yeah,
really fast
completely.
Though. It's really good, really fast, and extreme water grab.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I actually grab an entire bottle of water out of the water.
That's pretty impressive.
So he's swimming his way back to the main platform. So his front alligator legs are on the platform now.
Okay,
And his tail is near you and his back legs are near you. But the his arm, which has your bandana on it still, is near the front.
Okay, well then Valentina's gonna grab the tail.
Okay. What are you gonna do? Grab it and pull it, or what?
I'm just holding them back so that he's kind of trapped on the edge.
Okay. Yeah, roll I'd say grapple. So that's just a opposing strength, I guess.
15.
Okay. It's a 17, so his tail smacks you in the face. So he's not grappled, and he's slowly pulling himself on as you're kind of fighting him for it. And I'll allow you to make one more before he gets fully on. And I'm gonna stop using that dice.
Can Cicada grab the bandana as he's trying to pull himself out?
I'm still on the platform, but I have a plan.
Or I guess.
Okay.
What is it?
Oh,
Matisse could.
Matisse is already there.
Am I in any position to jump on top of him? Like, if I launch myself into the water, can I land on top of him? Okay, I really want to do that.
That'd be pretty sick.
And, like, land on his back and try to grab his hand.
Then he could, like, death roll you.
Oh, well, he's my dear old dad. He would know. Although we are kind of, like, beating the shit out of our elderly father right now. I just thought I would bring that up.
Okay, roll an acrobatics.
No mercy.
Hang on. 19.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get on him. So you're straddling your dad.
Okay, great.
I'm riding my dad.
Love that. I'm reaching for the band that's on his arm. I want to grab it.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Ooh, not good. 8.
Okay, well, he got a 3 to dodge out of the way. So because
nice.
his arms are, like, hooked onto the pillar, or not the pillar, the platform, trying to pull himself, he can't really move it, otherwise he'd lose his grips. So you're able to rip it off.
Awesome.
Yeah, so as you grab it and rip it off, his body, like, completely disappears.
What?
He's fucking dead?
He was a ghost.
Paw?
And, so, yeah, you guys all are back on the platform now. And, out from the main room comes Kakar. I don't remember his name. He comes out and he's like, "You finally got it, my family. You had to work together. You beat
bro, that
my
was
clones."
pretty weird. You disappeared into dust and got it all up in my face.
Yeah, Kakar, what was up with that? How were you...
We inhaled some of you.
How were you disappearing?
I have access to a lot of magic. I find the pizza kind of the grease really gets into my bloodstream. It enhances the ooze, which is already kind of giving me a little bit of power. I sense that and he points to Matisse. I sense that the ooze may have affected you in a somewhat similar way.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like it has too, but I really haven't seen any results yet.
Yeah, you keep training. I think the rest of you, put on your bandanas. You made it.
I trade with...
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. Can I ask Valentino? Valentino, can we trade colors? I really like the yellow one that you grabbed.
Yeah, it's all part of the team, man.
Yeah, here you go.
I want Kakar's.
Yeah, so you guys are all wearing your bandanas, and as you put on these bandanas, you just feel like this surge of, like, power through you. So the bandanas are actually a magical item. So once per day for each of you. Now so it's going to be like a communication thing. So anybody else that's wearing one of these bandanas, you'll be able to communicate to telepathically. So once per day, you'll be able to use it and communicate, like, one short conversation. So say if Bosch used it to communicate to Matisse, it would count as Bosch's usage, but Matisse would still be able to participate in that conversation, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a communication device between turtle ninja mutates.
Walkie-talkies!
I say, Kakar, you could have just bought us phones. Just kidding, I don't say that, that's mean.
They're very expensive, come on.
Can we talk to you, Kakar?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I care about.
Because, yeah, he's wearing his brown bandana. And he's like, just like this. And he's like taps the side of his head, and you can hear it all through your guys' heads.
It's just, like, way too loud.
Like microphone.
Oh, sorry. I was very close to the mic. Sorry, guys.
Whoa,
I'm still learning how to use this silly thing.
That's so cool. Thank you so much, Guitar. That's pretty sick.
You learn to work as a family and as a unit. Matisse, you did it. Less as a family, but you will get there. I think you have some learning to do. But I really appreciate the commitment you guys have. Maybe a pizza party is in order.
Yes!
I'd say.
Hell yeah, man. I haven't had pizza in like 30 minutes.
Your characters all die from diabetes. Okay, so you guys all head into the main room, and you see there's like a bunch of pizza laid out. And he like goes into the training room and comes back with like a wrapped towel. So he unrolls it. These
What is it?
you have earned. And as he unrolls it, there is a trident and a dagger. You also see like he kind of like rips this out of the wall, like one of the pipe like entrance exits that are like on the side of the wall. So it's basically the size of a shield, but he's ripped it off. So a little bit of water's coming through that area now because nothing's stopping it. But he puts it beside the trident and motions to you guys. And the trident is very similar to the quarterstaff you've been using pretty well. So I assume that would be for you. And then
this stick's getting an upgrade, boys. Check it.
He like looks around because he only has 2 weapons there, and
no, it's okay.
He goes to, no, I mean, I forgot it. It's still in my car.
You only had 3 turtles that you were training. You brought 2 things. That's fine.
We don't have.
You brought pizza. Maybe I'll just use this pizza box.
He goes over to the pile of junk that he had in the water, and he pulls out like a couple of like straws, like drinking straws.
Oh.
And he like binds them together with twine, which it's pretty deadly for turtles. So you kind of it's kind of like it feels a little intimidating to use, but he brings it over, and it's like a makeshift pan flute out of drinking straws.
It's literally the strongest weapon any of us have ever seen.
And he hands it to you, Matisse. It's also good for drinking a little drink.
No, not for us.
What kind of sick joke is this?
Oh, bro, those things don't compost, my dude.
Your mutated forms, they can eat straws. Don't worry.
Are these BPA free?
Oh, see, this is kind of awkward. They only had one type at this store, so I said, okay, I guess.
That's fine. I'll make do. Thank you.
Yes. Give a little toot toot, maybe. Try a little music.
Song.
Okay, I'm just gonna blow up and down.
Okay. On Kakar or the instrument?
It's not an innuendo, swear to God.
The instrument.
So you start playing on this makeshift pan flute, and you want to roll a performance?
My rolls have been super good. Oh wow.
Okay. You jinxed it.
23.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, 23. Yeah, so the music is like pure gold melody, like one of the songs that you did hear from the teenager driving the pizza car. It's like you basically did better than the musicians themselves at reenacting.
I play Hypnotized by Biggie
So like
Smalls.
it starts to like
Rickroll.
it starts to like lift things up from around the room, and like they're like floating and levitating, and then you stop playing and they all fall to the ground.
This feels
crying.
right.
You're crying?
I'm crying. The
I make
performance
myself
was so
cry.
beautiful.
I even shed a tear.
Matisse has perfectly mastered My Chemical Romance.
It's a complete discography.
Says I knew you were not a really dumb turtle. Come on, you're happy, yeah?
I'm so excited. Thank you.
So
It's the best day
Pats on the
ever.
back. And then he brings out all like belt pouches for you guys and puts them on you.
Oh, rockin'.
I love it. Very fashionable.
Yeah, so the next like couple weeks go by as you guys are like training to become super proficient in these weapons. Like if Valentino has the trident in his hand, there's nothing that stops him. Like he's able to go through really thick pizza boxes.
Any level of grease
thin
does
pizza
not stand a
boxes.
chance.
Yeah, grease is like, what the hell? Like it just it gets off of whatever you attack. It's pretty powerful. And then with the dagger that Bosch got, it's pretty sharp. You've learned to throw it pretty well too, so it's a pretty versatile weapon for yourself. Yeah. And then Matisse is gets the straw flute going and is a pretty good musician. Always has a nice jingle going on in the lair, and you're able to like listen to the grate above and like hear like songs being played, or like, like buskers of New York playing music. You're able to like copy. You got like a little bit of a music book. You got written stuff down.
Sewer boys make do.
Oh, bro, do you know down with the sickness?
We shall start a band.
Yeah.
Called the...
I want Kakar on vocals.
Crooked Straws. I want Kakar on vocals. Yeah, so after those weeks go by of you guys training, you're all like celebrating finally your pizza. You haven't had it since yesterday, so you're pretty hungry. You each actually get your favorite pizzas, so you're pretty happy with that. So what is everybody's favorite pizza?
Bosch's favorite pizza is sardines and shrimp on mozzarella cheese with Alfredo sauce. Extra thick crust.
Extra thick crust. Okay, yeah.
Valentino gets a seaweed and jellyfish pizza. It's kind of special order, but it really means a lot to him.
Yeah, that was like really special. Like,
yeah,
they had to go out near the ocean.
They had to go to the Asian market.
Yeah, which, I mean, there was turtle soup there that they had to avoid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about Matisse?
I mean, I've been packing on the pounds recently, so I've been kind of going for the veggie delight. Just light cheese.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Thin crust. Makes me feel empowered.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are like finishing up your pizza. You're like, now that you have spent these years training and now these couple like weeks with these new weapons, you're in definitely your teenage years. So yeah, you take a lot of energy to fill you up. So you're eating a whole box yourself of your favorite pizza. And as you're all like wiping the grease off on Valentino's trident, because it gets rid of the grease.
Yeah.
You hear like this shattering of glass out in the city, like outside of the sewer. So above you is a shatter of glass and like a rumbling noise that just shakes the entirety of the sewer, and you guys have to kind of like steady yourself to not fall over, and like dust is coming off of the walls and the roof. And then you hear like a bunch of like screams and like shouts from above, like, "Help! Help! What the hell is this thing?" And when that all happens, you hear Kakar says to you, "Go, my sons. Remember your training." And he slides open the manhole cover above you guys.
Wait, is this the first time we're leaving?
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right, team, we've been working towards this. So, let's get it.
It's like middle of the night, and he, as you guys are like heading out, he hands you each like a trench coat.
Nice.
I put it on. I suspiciously peer above the open grate.
Okay. And as you look above, you haven't like seen the outside world in a couple of years, right? Yeah. Not much has changed. I mean, same kind of cars driving above you, like tires on each side of the sewer grate. You see like a bunch of buildings, and what you see primarily is a bunch of cars parked along the side of the street, the sidewalks along the side of the street, a couple of trees planted on each sidewalk, and then you see, actually roll perception.
All of us?
I would say just Bosch, because Bosch is looking out right now.
Okay. I got 16.
Okay, so you see what you know from a lot of fantasy movies as a white dragon, a massive adult white dragon, circles the New Age Research Center. It's scraping its claws against the building, the skyscraper, and it's destroying windows. It's like crushing portions of the building, bending metal.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like lashed itself onto the side of it and like just slashing away at it. And then on the streets you see 6 giant fire beetles that are like glowing red, and they're on top of cars and smashing windows. They're closing their mandibles around tires and popping them. You see one has like this tall woman in between its mandibles, and it's like standing on top of like a large truck, and it's like just choking her around her neck.
Oh my gosh.
And then you also see a knight in full plate armor cutting down some of the beetles, and he says, This does not look like Ruthbridge.
What?
Like he seems very out of place.
I report these findings to Matisse and Valentino. I say, duh, there's a giant white dragon ripping up the research center. And 6 giant fire beetles. One's choking woman. Okay, so I report back to them.
One's choking woman.
just add that at the end.
Choking a woman.
Minor detail.
So I'm going to report that back to them, but I want to go and help that woman.
Okay, so you're gonna climb out of the sewer?
I'm climbing out of the sewer for the first time in years.
So Bosch slinks out of the sewer. Welcome to the overworld.
It's horrible up here.
So you see a better description of everything that I've already kind of told you. But it's all a little clearer now.
Valentino hops
So
out
roll
too.
initiative, everyone.
Oh ho!
Yeah, so we'll say all of you have hopped out.
I
and
started
then
at
we'll
5. Oh wow, I got 5.
13.
10.
Okay, so 5 for Bosch, 13 for Valentino, and 10 for Matisse. And I will roll for that. Okay, so they all got pretty low as well. First to go is going to be Valentino. So you guys are all out of the sewer now.
Okay,
I assume you're all wearing your trench coats.
of course.
Yes.
So it's pretty dark. The street lights show a little bit of what's going on, but it's pretty easy to conceal yourself right now. That's just people with trench coats on that are thick as fuck.
So Valentino is obviously not afraid of any bugs because they are not the superior sea turtle.
You've probably eaten a lot of sea bugs, even.
Yes, not a single chance that these things are making it alive. So Valentino charges in, trident and shield, to save the bug lady choke woman.
Bug lady choke woman.
Bug lady choke woman, okay. And this is when you, Valentino, for the first time see the dragon and how crazy it looks to you, because obviously you've never seen it being from the ocean.
Yeah.
So you charge to get the one that's choking her. And are you going to attack with your trident?
Yeah, I'll try and attack the like mandibles to get them to drop the person.
Okay, so roll just a standard attack.
Oh boy, an 11.
An 11. Let me see if that hits. Okay, so an 11 does not hit. So you stab at it, and it like the prongs of your trident go like through its like leg area.
And
you miss pretty badly.
I feel like it's a pretty important moment right here because a lady is choking to death. So I'll action surge again. Give it another attack.
Okay, yeah, and you'll go to attack again for sure.
That one's much better. 24.
24. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yes. Okay. So
in fact, like regardless of the damage, you definitely destroy, like crush with the end of the trident the mandibles.
Okay, so that's 8 damage.
Yeah, so 8 damage. You stab out in the mandibles, and it crushes like the tips of them.
Mm-hmm.
You see they're like somewhat hollow inside, and you're like your trident prongs go through the mandibles all the way up to the brain of the beetle and just destroy it.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like it explodes in like a red goo.
Oh.
And this woman is like covered but healthy.
Covered but healthy.
She's got choke marks rather.
This seems like a great situation for her.
True. And it's going to be the beetle's turn. So there's 5 other beetles left. One is going to attack the knight, and he hits. Yeah, so this beetle hurts the knight a little bit. He's still alive. And then one is going to attack Valentino. And does a 14 hit?
Nope.
Okay. Another one is going to attack Bosch. And does a 13 hit?
Armor class. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
Okay.
So, one attacks. And with a 19 to Matisse.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. So his mandibles go to close around you for 5 damage.
Okay.
And for the final one, it also charges at Valentino, as it just watched you kill its friend. 17, so that still misses.
Yep.
And it is going to be Matisse's turn.
Okay. Now that I have my flute, I feel way more powerful. I'm gonna use bardic inspiration on Bosch.
Bardic inspiration on both?
Yeah.
On Bosch, rather?
So,
okay.
So Bosch, you get a 1d6 that you can use for any rolls that you can add on to it.
Okay, is that your whole turn?
Within the next 10 minutes. I think that's my bonus action, so for my main action, I'm going to use Vicious Mockery on one of the beetles that just attacked me.
Okay,
Gross.
right. How does it mock the beetles?
I'm going to say, hate to bug you, but I bet you couldn't even get a ladybug. Okay. Yeah, I know, it's a deep burn, right?
So, does it roll to avoid it, or how does that work?
I don't even know. I'm gonna read it. Let's see. Let's see. It must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes for the end of its next turn. So, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw from it? Okay.
Yeah. So
it gets a 6. So that definitely works.
Okay, so 1d4. That would be a 1. It wasn't a deep burn. He's heard this one before, maybe.
Yeah, like, he's kind of become immune to it. Like, it hurt a little bit, but it's like, come on.
It really just didn't bug him.
Oof. It really did not bug him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets disadvantage on his next attack roll, but that's it for me.
Okay, I'll write that down. And it is going to be the knight's turn. So he swings his greatsword, which, you know, at first you thought, okay, this is like clearly some Renaissance fanatic or something of the sorts. But now you're seeing that he's in real plate armor, and this is a real sword. So he's coming down on this beetle, and he cleaves it in half with 7 damage.
Yay.
Says, "You will not bother the lady!" And it is going to be Bosch's turn.
Okay. Just general FYI, my very first thought when I saw that knight was time traveler, so not surprised.
It's a conspiracy.
Okay, I think the person in the most trouble right now is Matisse. So I'm gonna go and attack the beetle that's attacking him. I have my dagger. I want to throw my dagger and try to hit like its neck or any soft spots in its beetly exoskeleton.
Please don't hit me in the shoulder, please.
Okay. Roll to hit. It's pretty close range, so you won't have to worry about that.
Can I roll this d6 as well?
You can add that to it if you want to.
I do want to. I rolled really low. Okay, and even with that, I only get a 7 if I combine both the numbers on the dice.
See, unfortunately, 7 barely misses. Surprisingly.
Wow. Okay,
Is that your whole turn, or are you going to do anything else?
No, I have a bonus action. I'm going to use one key to do a flurry of blows, which is 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, and are you, like, running up to one of the beetles to do this, or the one that's in front of you?
I'll do this to the one that's in front of me.
Okay. And you rolled a hit, or how does that one work?
It doesn't say anything. It just says it's just 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Oh, okay, so 2 attacks you're making.
Okay.
So roll 2 20s to see if each of them hit.
Okay. First one is a 6, and second one is a 15.
Okay, so the second one definitely hits. The other one, maybe change the dice. So roll your standard unarmed strike damage.
If I'm rolling a d4, I get a 3.
A 3.
And then add your strength too.
Oh, wait, no, and then add my strength, it's a 6.
Okay, so yeah, you do kill it.
Thanks, guys, I'm sorry.
Final say?
We've got it.
You killed it.
Got it.
The verdict is in?
Okay.
He's dead.
Oh, God.
Okay, so it's going to be Valentino's turn.
Alright, so there's still one near me, right?
Yeah, there's still one near you. There's one near the knight, and then there's one near Matisse.
Okay, well, I'll just straight murk the one near me.
Okay, roll to hit.
17.
Yeah, that hits.
And then 8 damage.
Oh yeah, that destroys it all right.
Yeah.
You stab into it with your trident, and then you like spin it, and it just like rips its shell off.
You were going too hard on these beetle kills, Valentino.
I rip out the trident and blow it off. And then I run back towards my friends.
Because it's dirty proof.
No grease.
No grease at all.
These are some
The
greasy
blood
bugs.
and grease and guts are off of it. Okay, so it's the beetle's turn. So the one on the knight attacks the knight, and he misses. And the one on Matisse gets a 20.
Please don't kill me.
Natural.
Yeah, that hits. It's because I'm a bard, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not because
He
you're a
sees
bard.
you as a bard, and he starts booing your music, and then he comes over and bites you
So rude. That's actually
for
disgusting.
2 damage.
Wow. A mosquito bite.
And it is Matisse's turn.
So
So how are you going to react to this?
so you're telling me I don't have any weapons besides a straw flute?
Yeah, that is what I am telling you.
Okay. I briefly consider hitting it with a straw flute, but I'm just going to use my claws.
It would be super effective if
That
it
would
was
be
a
like the
turtle.
last straw.
Yeah. If this doesn't work, I might try it. Okay. The one that just hit me, I'm going to claw strike it. Give a little swipe.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh, and that one.
Oh,
Straw
okay, that
flute it
misses.
should have been.
So you don't like do any damage, but your claw's like hooked in its carapace.
That actually
So
terrifies
that's kind
me.
of inconvenient for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so it has it's gonna have like an easy attack on you next turn if it's still alive.
Oh, okay.
So it's the knight's turn, and he misses. So he used all his energy on that great swing last time,
You really had to show
and
off
it
on that
is
first
Posh's
part.
turn. Yeah.
Once again, I'm still worried about Matisse, so I'm gonna attack that beetle. And now I'm empty-handed, right? Because I threw my dagger like an idiot.
Yeah, you are empty-handed.
I'm just gonna run up.
Sounds like you guys are all gonna have to pick up some more weapons.
Yeah, I'm a snapping turtle, so I'm gonna bite it in the neck.
And we'll say because you're a snapping turtle, your claw attack will be the same as your bite.
Okay, but I still choose to bite.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so roll to hit.
9.
Okay, that does not hit. So you snap, and it's like its mandibles like close and like block you.
That's very scary.
So it is going to be Valentino's turn, unless you're doing something. Sorry.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that.
Okay, so I presume I'm up on that beetle that's beating both my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give that one a quick stab.
One's beating both your friends, the other one's the knight.
Yeah.
Who's also your friend, probably.
That's 24 to hit.
No, it doesn't.
Oh. You sure?
Okay, roll damage.
Okay. Yeah, that one's even worse. That's what? How do I do math? Hang on, I forgot math. 13. Yeah.
Good job.
13. Yeah.
Does that kill it?
Yeah. It only had 4 health left, so yeah,
Okay.
barely incinerates it,
Okay.
and it is going to be the remaining beetle. So it hits the knight, and the knight's like it snapped on the knight, and the knight's like bleeding out right now on the ground. And it's Matisse's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go for another claw strike because that worked out so good last time.
Okay. Oh, it didn't.
12.
Okay, it just barely missed.
Damn.
It's because you had that claw hooked. It was like kind of a hassle to pull it out and then hit it.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah, it's normal.
Even though the beetle was dead, it's like still a beetle on your claw. So yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah, I
Take
know.
the time to rip it out.
It's the knight's turn. Let's see if he lives. No, he's dead. He got a 1.
Aw.
Is he actually?
I wanted so much information
Yeah.
from that guy.
He's straight up dead.
So the knight's like bleeding on the ground, and then the beetle like comes up to him, puts its like mandibles around its neck, and just like pops off his head. So this is like pretty
Oh
gory
my
for you guys.
God.
What a great first day on the surface, let me just say. So welcoming here.
Okay, so then all the beetles are dead, and the woman that you guys rescued comes up to you and says, "Thank you, Rachel Davis with Channel 10 News. You mind if I get an
Yes,
interview?"
I mind very much, Rachel.
Hold
And,
on now,
you're
bro.
saying
There's
this
still a dragon.
Right?
Ah, yes, that thing. And she pulls out her, like, microphone to get an interview. And as that happens, the 3 trees that were along the sidewalk burst out of the ground and, like, tear up the soil and the brick that they had over top of them. And they're, like, alive and with glowing red eyes now. And they're headed towards you guys.
What?
And this is Rachel screaming, and yeah, like, this looks pretty messed up. It's living evil trees, and they're headed towards you guys. Rachel screams and runs.
Oh.
So everybody roll initiative.
The sewers never had demon trees.
5. Oh, wait, no. 7.
15.
9.
So it's a 5, a 9. Wow, you guys got a really good initiative. The trees got 4. Our special guest. Okay, so it is going to be... Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't have time to grab my dagger out of the beetle before this started, did I?
No, you didn't. But if you would like to take a turn to move over there and grab it, then that's okay.
I'll think about it.
It's up to you. Okay, so this dragon is like... It's destroyed most of the building. The building's like barely able to stand up. It's pretty... Not... Like, it's not very structurally sound at this point. And you hear, like, these loud, like, footsteps coming from within the doors. Like, within, like, people heading downstairs. So, people are about to bust through the doors. Probably next turn. And it is going to be Valentino's turn.
So there's 3 trees?
Yes, there's 3 trees.
And where are they, like, relative to us and that building?
So you guys, like, the sewer grate that you came out of is, like, near the center of the road.
Yeah.
On the left side, there's 1 tree, and that tree's, like, in the front of the building. And on the right side of you guys is the other 2 trees. And there's a bunch of cars on each side of the road.
Okay, so Valentino's going to run at the one that's near the door.
Run at the one that's near the door. Okay. And you're going to attack for your trident?
Yes, I am.
Okay, roll to hit.
14.
14. Okay, and that hits.
Damn right it hits. I'm going to beat up this tree. Big sticks. Check out stick mark 2. 12 damage.
12 damage? Okay, so you hit into this with your trident, and it just, like, shatters the tree's, like, torso. So the tree, like, snaps in half, and it's, like, the top half of it is still moving as it, like, lets out its last tree breaths, which I guess is just it breathing out CO2.
Leaves shattering.
Yeah, leaves have crushed, yeah. It's pretty messed up.
Looks like this tree was a little bit rotten. Some water damage.
So all the water that was within the tree, it's like leaking out of it like blood.
Pretty morbid.
And it's Matisse's turn.
Is Valentino, like, right next to all the trees?
Valentino's on the left side where the building is, and that tree's dead. And on the right side, there's 2 trees.
Okay. I'm going to try my hand at more magic on the right side where Valentino is, and I'm going to cast Earth Tremor.
Ooh, okay. So how does that one work?
I cause a tremor in the ground in a 10-foot radius. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dexterity saving... Oh, it's self-range. Okay.
Oh, so you want to run up to it?
I will run up to it and then pretend like I never said that. And then I will cast it.
Okay. So you do a little straw flute.
A little ninja run.
And then yeah. So they need to all make dex saves, you said?
Yeah. Dex saves. On a failed dex save, they take 1d6 bludgeoning and are knocked prone.
What's your spell save DC?
12.
You got a 12 and an 8.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 succeeds, 1 fails.
Okay. And then it says, if the ground in that area is loose earth or stone, it becomes difficult terrain. Not sure if that would affect this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd say it's stone.
Okay, so the one takes 1d6, 3 bludgeoning, and is knocked prone.
Okay, so it's, like, very low. You've destroyed most of its root systems.
And I yell timber. Timber.
I like it. Okay.
Thank you.
And it is Bosch's turn.
Okay, do the trees have faces?
They don't have, like, a mouth or a nose or anything like that, but they do have, like, deep sunken, red glowing eyes that appeared within their, like, twigs and like
I
branches.
think I could bite the eyes out.
You could probably, yeah.
Okay. I want to jump at its face, see if I can bite its eyes.
Okay. Is this the one that's like proned on the ground or the one that's up?
I'm gonna go for the one that's up. I'm gonna let my my friends deal with the other one.
Okay, so roll to bite out its eye.
Okay. Oh, 19.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Okay, I bite the eye. I hope that it hurts.
What's the damage?
What dice do I roll for damage, guys? I have no idea.
For the bite?
It's a D4 we said, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 3. And then you
3?
add your strength, so it's 6 again. There we go.
Okay, so this just destroys this one. You like bite its eyes, and that's like its life force that was making it come alive, and it just like collapses.
Yeah, I thought of.
Okay, and then it's the one tree's turn because you killed all the other ones really quick, and it's on the ground, timbered. So it's using its like it's gonna try to trip Matisse that knocked it over in the first place. Does a 19 stop you?
Yeah.
I'll try to roll a dex save.
Yeah, I'll try and roll dex save.
See if you can.
12.
Okay, yeah. So it like swings its like big tree branch arms at your legs and sweeps you. So you're both prone on the ground right now. And let's see if you take any damage.
Does he yell timber? Sarcastically?
Yeah, it yells timber. It's in tree though. You don't really understand it. It's like, but you know,
but
you know it was
yeah,
mocking
I know what
you.
he's
Yeah,
doing.
it's really funny and satisfactory to them.
He's sick.
And you take 2 damage because it like bludgeoned your legs a bit. Might
Ow.
leave a little turtle bruise.
A splinter.
And
Done.
it is Valentino's turn.
So, what's the deal with this dragon?
Enough about the dragon.
Is that what you? I like how you're like, enough about the dragon. It's no big deal. Just a
Tell me about
dragon.
the
Don't worry
dragon?
about it.
Like, are you looking at the dragon? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
So the dragon has now like it seems like it just has now seen you. So it sees you guys and is like watching you as it like tears up this skyscraper.
How far is she right now? She's like way up there, eh?
The dragon, yeah. Several stories up right now. And you see it's like breathing like this icy like breath all over the outside of the building, like freezing some of the metal and glass and like using the frozen glass and metal to shatter it easily.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna try and maybe attract him down to me using intimidation.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
Yo, bro, it doesn't seem like it's working. You're gonna have to come down here if you want to chill out.
I get it.
Oof, I love that. You get an insight, or you get an inspiration for that,
Okay.
because I loved it. And then roll intimidation.
Well, that's only a 7.
Yeah, so that didn't work, but you still got the inspiration. But you can use the inspiration right now if you want to re-roll it, or you can save it.
I feel like it's not going to be good enough. I'm gonna use it for an overpowered attack, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. And that wasn't like your major action. That would be like a bonus action or something like that. If you want to attack as well.
So yeah, it's like really high up there, right? That there's no way I could hit it with a ranged throw.
Yeah, if you rolled a nat 20, I'd still say no.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna get in the building.
Okay. So you go inside. The doors are unlocked, and you like this is like kind of eerie for you because you recognize this building, of course, because you were brought here. And you hear like the thundering of like what appears to be 2 sets of footsteps coming down the stairs from above you. And are you going to do anything else on your turn? That was your movement, I assume.
I'm gonna hide out of the way so that they don't like run into me.
Okay, so you're going to like hide under the stairwell.
Yeah, just so that if they're running away from something that they wouldn't see.
Okay. Roll a stealth to see how well you can kind of tuck yourself behind there.
15.
Okay, yeah, you're hidden pretty well. So it's going to be Métis' turn.
There's still that tree beside me that pulled me down, right?
Yeah, you're prone, and it's like grasping at you. If it's like not bony, but like it might as well be. Like its fingers are like kind of gross.
He's touching you with his woody.
With his roots.
Yeah, he's giving you a woody.
Okay, I'm gonna tussle
trying
with
to
him in the
crawl onto
dirt.
your woody.
So I'm just gonna try and claw his bark.
Okay, so go to make an attack.
That would be a 14.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
You barked up the right tree.
A big old D4. Do I add attack bonuses to my damage die as well?
It's a different bonus, but yeah, you do add a bonus to it.
Okay.
I believe the clause you guys said was strength when you were reading it.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, yeah. So.
Okay, 4 damage.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because it had 1 health.
Oh, okay.
When you knocked it down. So yeah, you just like clawed and like shattered its like weak, dry limbs that it had. So that's all the trees are dead. So as you destroy this, the footsteps get a little closer, and down from the stairwell comes what you guys all know as Wilson and Bruce. And they don't see you, Valentino, because you're under the stairs, but they like come outside of the building. And you Valentino, you can hear like the building's like crashing down on itself from above. And Wilson and Bruce come outside, and they lock eyes with Bosch and Matisse. So, are you going to stay in the building, Valentino?
I'm going to come up behind him and kind of like put him under arrest with a trident.
Like, oh, so you're going to like stab at them or just like put it around them?
I'm going to like hold it behind them, intimidating like.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you go outside and roll like a stealth to see if you can stealth up to them and do that.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you like sneak right up to them. It's like poking into their back, and they're like, "What the hell?" And as they go to turn around, I'm gonna ask that everybody makes a dex save.
I gotta add in a little sneaky line there, and I'm gonna be like, "You got some explaining to do."
Oh, 18.
8.
I only got a 4.
Oh, guys.
Oh, okay. So as this happens, as you like poke into them and you say that catchy line, the whole building gets destroyed and it explodes outwards because of the laboratory, and that like all the glass and the fire and everything launches you, Valentino, and you are going to take quite a bit of damage because you're right there,
basically in the doorway. So
you're gonna take 5 damage, which is low considering it could have been very high, and then for Matisse, who couldn't get out of the way in time, you're going to take 8 damage.
I'm down.
So, I think it's because Valentino's shell was facing the explosion, whereas you were faced forward, even though Valentino was closer. So you guys all get launched, except for Bosch, who dives behind one of the cars. So you guys all take that damage, and like the smoke and the rubble clears. And you see that Wilson, Bruce, Rachel, all those people are nowhere to be seen. You see there's cars are destroyed, the lab's like completely in rubble, a lot of the buildings surrounding are like in pieces, and chaos has completely strike the city. Like the whole block is brought to its knees. So as you guys are like gaining your bearings,
I'm unconscious, by the
Valentino and Matisse. Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
So Matisse is like unconscious with like bleeding from the head.
I got blasted.
Valentino is like barely hanging on the ground. And then Bosch, you can see all this because you're not completely fucked up.
No, I feel great. I feel better than before even.
And then as you were kind of like all gathering your bearings, except for the one that's passed out, a massive white dragon that you recognize dips down from the sky. So it's like it's heading straight towards you guys, and it's opening up its mouth to let out like this cone of like freezing ice. So all this ice and like shards of like ice, I guess, is like shooting out from its mouth towards you guys. So you'll have one action or like a full turn to do something before it reaches you. The only thing around you that hasn't been destroyed is there's like a mailbox that's like bolted to the ground. There's like 2 cars, one of which Bosch is hiding behind. And then there's the manhole cover in front of you guys in the center of the street.
How far away is Matisse from me?
Matisse is only like 10 feet away.
Okay, so...
You guys are all relatively close to each other, even though you were launched, or they were launched.
Would getting to him be a bonus action? or part of my full turn?
I would say that counts as your movement action. You can get to him.
Okay, I want to...
But that's how much movement do you have? Because you probably have enough movement to get there, do something, and then come back.
My movement is 40.
Because it's only, what did I say, 20 or 10 feet?
10, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not too far away.
Okay, I'm going to grab him and yell to Valentino, and I'm going to try to slip with poor Matisse's unconscious body. I'm going to try to get us into the manhole cover.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to roll a strength in order to make sure you can pick up and pull Matisse.
Okay. Oh no!
That'll be like an athletics.
6.
Okay, yeah, so you're trying to pull at Matisse, but it's like that dead weight of a person that's passed out, so it's really hard to move. And as you're pulling, you see there's actually some fallen rubble that's covering Matisse's lower torso that's adding weight to it. So you're pulling. Is there anything else you're gonna do?
I'm just going down the manhole cover, man. R.I.P.
Okay. Roll a strength to move it, an athletics.
Oh, now I'm feeling strong-ish. I got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to move it aside and hop in. You splash into the water.
Valentino, follow me. Bring Matisse if you can, but...
As you drop in, you see, what the hell is his name again?
Valentino?
Kakar. You see Kakar is, he's got, a mouthful of pizza. He's, stuffing it in. He's kind of ashamed because you all of a sudden, drop in on him, mowing. And, what does Valentino do?
So I'm knocked down, right?
Yeah, you're proned out, but you're not knocked out. So yeah, you can use your movement action to get up.
Well, I guess I have to, get up.
You could effectively not get up because you can still crawl with your movement, but you wouldn't be up.
Well, how far can I crawl?
I'd say you can, you're fairly close to Matisse and the manhole cover. I'd say you can crawl to either or both.
So can I crawl to Matisse and shield him with my shield?
Oh, clever.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so you crawl, and you're making your last stand here?
Yeah,
before you roll up a new character? Okay.
Yeah.
So you go there, you block it. Let me just find the damage. So this is an adult white dragon. So everybody that's including Matisse, is going to make a Constitution save.
Nat 20.
You are
16.
So lucky. Nat 20 passes, 20. 16 does not. So you might want to use your inspiration to re-roll that.
Yeah. No, I can't do it. I gotta just try and keep Matisse shielded and not myself.
I gotta.
Well, Matisse is not gonna get. Let me just double check that. Yeah, Matisse is dead if this hits.
Yeah, I wanna
so
just be 100% sure that Matisse is safe.
Okay. Right. And let me see that to hit. See if it hits you guys. So it doesn't hit Matisse, but it does hit Valentino. So as it starts to hit you, you feel this you don't feel, you actually see this purple dome form around you two. And you see you look over and you can see Kakar, he's now hanging outside the manhole cover, barely hanging onto the edge of it, and using his hand, thrusting it outwards and casting this spell to protect you guys. And you see it's ripping his life force apart to do this, but it's stopping the ice shards from hitting you guys, and it's hitting against this barrier and cracking it a bit. And as that happens, the ice stops and he climbs out and grabs you two. Let's see if you can. Yeah. So he stops the spell after the breath stops hitting the edge of the barrier, and then he grabs you two and he pulls you down into the sewer. Matisse is half dead. Kakar is very, very wounded and hurt on a deep magical level, and then Valentino is alright. You haven't taken any damage. So you guys all are in the sewer now. He's he's coughing up blood. He's so much for a pizza party.
Oh my god.
Hey everybody, it's Sewer Sensei Wyatt here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Sewers and Shurikens. Quick shout out to our tech wizard Ralph. If you enjoy our content, we have a subreddit over at r/sewerclub, and you can find us on Twitter at sewersensei or email us at sewersshurikens, that's no and, at gmail.com, as we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening.